It's the Texas weather discussion video for Tuesday, the 9th of January. I'm Donovan Neal. Pretty mild for tomorrow. We do have another cold front that will come through in dry fashion on Thursday, and another reinforcement of cold Arctic air is due in here by this weekend. And could we see a light wintry mix during the early next week? We'll talk more about that. Here's the water vapor satellite view currently. We have two areas of concern here. We have a trough that's near the coast of Florida, and then we have another trough that's been producing some big rains for Southern California. But generally speaking, across the nation, heights are starting to come up, which means temperatures are starting to come up along that. Check out the visible satellite view. We do have a few mid-level clouds, but this doesn't represent a widespread overcast across North Texas as the sun goes down. And temperatures are starting to cool as the sun goes down. DFW 49, Denton 52, McKinney 46. And we should start, and the low should only start. We should only fall into the mid 40s from here. It shouldn't be too terribly cold tonight. Across the nation, a big thaw. In terms of wintry weather across the nation, much of the cold air is now packed in the Canadian area, but pretty much a big thaw across the nation for now. Watch warning across the watch warning map, we have winter weather advisories for parts of the mountainous regions, including the northern high plains up near Nebraska and the Dakotas and Minnesota. Down here where we're at, things are pretty quiet. Tomorrow we could see some thunder across the central plains and towards Colorado and New Mexico and the Texas Panhandle. Other than that, no organized severe weather is expected. This is the average rainfall for the next 7 days. This is valid through Tuesday of next week. Big rains for the south, and we do note that the Southern California is still dealing with flooding issues for parts of Southern California, where they desperately needed that rain. There's actually been, as a result of the flooding, there's actually been some major deaths reported from that same vicinity. So major flooding is now underway, has been underway in that vicinity. But where we are at in North Texas, rain amounts should generally stay to a meager amount for now for parts of North Texas. Again, confident that you will see these numbers increase as the confidence increases with the amount of rain that we get during the early next week. So let's go to the GFS. This is the 06Z. This is the 18Z run, valid tomorrow at noon at 500 millibars, about 18,000 feet off the ground. We have troughing in the west. Heights are up in the east, and we are left pretty dry and quiet for tomorrow. Again, it should be a mild day for this time of the year, with highs reaching towards mid-60s. A place or two in North Texas might get lucky, and they might see 70s as their high, and that may be a place or two. But by Thursday, a cold front comes in by dry fashion by Thursday, and we should have a mix of sun and clouds by Thursday, with overnight lows in the upper 20s and highs only reaching the mid 40s by Thursday. Again, the cold front should come in dry fashion, but up north we have big snows near Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Des Moines, Iowa. But down here we should remain pretty quiet and dry. Friday we are still pretty chilly by Friday, with highs only in the mid 40s, but the sun will be out though. By Saturday, by this weekend, another reinforcement of our cold Arctic air. It rushes in here by Saturday. We pretty much stay below 40 for most of Saturday, with that 1049 millibar high up near the Dakotas, a reinforcement of Arctic air. And similar day on Sunday. Let's go out to Monday of next week. Now the GFS says we stay dry by Monday of next week. We still have that 1045 millibar high in the Dakotas. Monday Monday is pretty much the same as the weekend. Highs, we should struggle to get out of the 30s for most of the day on Monday. Now here's a week from today, Tuesday, the 16th of January. We have troughing in the east. We have pattern change here. Troughing in the east, we have highs starting to come up in the west, And this is where things start to get a little tricky here. The GFS actually forecasts us to be dry, completely dry on Tuesday. And here's the European on the same time period. Tuesday, January 16th at noon. This shows a band of wintry mischief coming along for parts of north and central Texas, for parts of that region. Now, if the GFS were to verify, that would mean we would stay dry for Monday and Tuesday. And if the European was right, we would introduce a chance of showers we would introduce a chance of moderate rain beginning Monday night, turning into a wintry mix / light snow mix during the late morning hours of Tuesday and Tuesday afternoon. But again, this is nothing but voodoo at this point. This is still a week out, and a lot of things will change. But this is just an idea. This is just model output at this point. And by Wednesday, we trend dry. Again, we warm up a little. Highs in the mid 50s. Thursday, we warm up significantly again with highs in the mid 60s. And check out 10 days out, the end of the forecast period. Friday the 19th. We have troughing in the west and for much of the United States, and down here we remain pretty dry. But you can see numbers coming off of the European. We pretty much stay warm through Wednesday, but by Thursday a cold front comes through, and by Saturday a new reinforcement of Arctic air is due in here by Saturday, which will affect us through the weekend up until Wednesday, where highs start to increase to the mid 50s to 60s. Pretty mild for this time of the year. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video for today. The next video here should be posted at around 5 o'clock tomorrow evening. If you can, catch your local TV stations on the air at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Have a great rest of the night, and Godspeed.